Hey there, West Michigan. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens. It has been a blustery, windy Wednesday across West Michigan, and those windy conditions will continue into the overnight hours tonight and the early part of Thursday as well. It won't be into the daytime hours Thursday that the winds really back down to more reasonable levels, and then we'll start to warm things back up again as we head into the day on Friday. Speaking of those winds today, got some great photos out there, what they've been doing along the lakeshore. RC sent this photo in from Grand Haven, where you can see those big waves crashing up over the lighthouse there at the end of the pier. And we got more pictures of the waves from Martha, this at White Lake Channel near Montague, where you can see plenty of water crashing up over the piers and still some of that ice on the railing there too, as temperatures have certainly been quite chilly across West Michigan. Thanks for sending in those photos, guys. We always love to share your photos at 13 on your side, and you can send them to me on social media, meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on Twitter and on Instagram. Your temperature today hit 53 in Grand Rapids, 52 Muskegon, 48 in Holland. These temperatures may leave you asking when exactly that was, and it was pretty much right after midnight, as temperatures have been all downhill since then. We were expecting temperatures to be around the low 30s by 5 o'clock. That 5 o'clock temperature was 29 degrees. That's inside 3 degrees. Now 5 days in a row with just 4 misses in the last month of forecasting. Tomorrow we'll see a warmer evening than what we had today, so good news there. 13 weather ball is lit up in red as warmer temperatures are ahead, blinking bright as snow chances remain in sight this evening and into tonight. View the 13 weather ball is sponsored by Tullymore Golf Resort. We're looking at temperatures as of about 8:30 that we're still holding on to the 30s for a few spots, Muskegon and Holland included. Many other places that have already dipped down into the 20s with wind chills in the teens. The good news is temperatures won't go down too much further from where they're at tonight, but wind chills will remain a factor throughout the evening. At 8:30, winds were still gusting 30 plus miles per hour, even up to 41 in Muskegon, but that is down from where our peak of the day was. We had wind gusts as high as 40 to 50 miles per hour, especially once you got near the water throughout the day today. Inland wind gusts mid to upper 40s have been reported pretty frequently, so it's been quite the blustery, well, really just day out there. The good news is, again, this will start to improve as we head toward tomorrow. Your wind gust forecast here still shows 30 plus mile per hour winds that extend past midnight, but as we work our way towards sunrise Thursday, those winds back down to more reasonable levels. Still may see the occasional gust of 15, maybe a little bit higher, but for the most part, much better conditions tomorrow than what we had for your Wednesday. Forecast overnight, windy with some lake effect snow, temperature down to 25. Thursday, partly cloudy, calmer winds, 34. Friday will be warming up throughout the day, mostly cloudy during the daytime hours, high 47. Showers come in Friday night. That high of 47, mind you, happens much like it did last night around midnight, with temperatures falling as we head into the day on Saturday. As of 8:30, the radar was still showing bands of lake effect snow across West Michigan. Combine this with the winds, and travel conditions may occasionally be tricky, with certainly some drops in visibility from time to time. But the good news is it's only just lake effect generated snow that was pushing through West Michigan. There's nothing else back toward the west, and once the winds die down, the lake effect will turn off as we head through tonight. Hour by hour forecast shows that lake effect potential starting to wane as we head toward midnight, and as we get past midnight, it's really just the cloud cover that sticks around into early Thursday. This cloud cover doesn't stick around too long either. As we go throughout the day Thursday, we see the cloud cover break apart, partly cloudy skies move in, and we'll certainly see some sunshine to end the day tomorrow as winds move back to more of a southerly direction. That'll help to bring temperatures up as we head into the day Friday. The other thing coming up with the winds is the cloud cover. We see more cloud cover as we go into early Friday, becoming mostly cloudy by Friday afternoon. No rain through Friday evening. It won't be until the overnight hours Friday into early Saturday that we see scattered showers move into the picture. These turn to the potential for some scattered snow on the back end, but it's a really low chance. We're not expecting really hardly any accumulation, so this will move through without much impact, but you may see a light dusting out there early in the day on Saturday. Beyond Saturday, through the rest of the weekend, we keep some cloud cover around, but no more precipitation expected for Sunday. Snow chances stay up toward the tip of the mitt in the UP. As we head into Monday, though, a round of rain and snow will come through the region. Again, not looking like a prolific snowmaker, but something that could make travel a little bit slippery out there, certainly on Monday and into the day on Tuesday, before that system starts to push out as well. Temperatures for the overnight hours into the early early part of Thursday are expected to be in the mid to upper 20s along the lakeshore, with windy conditions continuing through the overnight. We'll be in the low 20s for our northern zones, more of the mid 20s from Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo. Heading throughout the day on Thursday, those temperatures will be in the mid 30s on the lakeshore, a little bit cooler for our northern zones where we're expecting to see low to mid 30s. We'll see temperatures that'll be around 34 Grand Rapids, 36 in Kalamazoo for Thursday afternoon. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Temperatures will be on the rise again as we head through Friday, but that high temperature starts at midnight, so don't expect to see 47 by Friday afternoon. Temperatures drop overnight Friday into Saturday. We'll wake up Saturday around 32 of temperatures that continue to fall throughout the day. We'll be back in the 30s Sunday through the rest of the forecast with rain and snow chances Monday night into Tuesday. Quiet weather through the midweek next week before we wrap things up heading into next weekend with more rain and snow chances. Now it's time to take a look at weather around the nation, and we are beginning with a tornado outbreak that has impacted portions of the deep south. More than 24 tornadoes have been reported across Louisiana and Mississippi, and at least 2 storm-related deaths have been reported in Alabama. ABC News' Rena Roy has the latest.
Many waking up without power today with a tornado outbreak slamming the south. More than 24 tornadoes reported so far. High winds and heavy rain bringing severe damage to parts of Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi. In Jackson, a lightning strike caught on a driver's camera. You can see mangled, twisted metal in Monroe, Louisiana, structures reduced to rubble. In the Caldwell Parish area, 2 people had to be rescued from debris, neighbors using flashlights to search for anyone who may have been trapped. The sheriff's department says multiple homes have been destroyed. For people in Minnesota, it's snow that's causing issues and dangerous driving conditions. 8 inches coming down in the Twin Cities, the airport closing temporarily, and over 18 inches in Utah, multiple crashes on icy streets. This police SUV hit while responding to an accident.
There's been a number of people that have slid off the road, and maybe some that are just going too fast for conditions.
Other parts of the country are also bracing for severe weather. 7 states in the west from California to Montana are under winter storm warnings or watches, with more than 4 feet of snow expected in the Sierra Nevadas. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Of course, that more snowfall expected to the west, but here in the Great Lakes region, we've already seen some of that snowfall. So let's go ahead and take a deeper dive at what the city of Minneapolis has been dealing with. In fact, their first major storm of the year has left its impact. Richard Reeve from ABC affiliate KSTP has this report.
This first big snowstorm means it's time to shovel.
Digging out again. What's that like?
It's cold. My fingers are already getting cold.
Just off Grant Avenue, we found University of St. Thomas Jr. Jonathan Bunce trying to dig his car out with the help from his friend, Tommy Odegaard.
I had church group in like 10 minutes and thought I was going to be able to get there early, and figured out it was going to take probably 25-30 minutes to get my car out.
They weren't the only ones. Check out this bus from the Heights Community School stuck in the snow. The principal and staff pinching in to get it shoveled out. St. Paul's schools tell us some routes were delayed by up to an hour and a half. Now, as the snow was falling, Minnesotans were rising to the occasion to help.
Definitely not my first time having to shovel out a couple people. And luckily, it's my buddy right here. Knocked on the front door when I was getting home, grabbed a couple shovels, so I'm glad I could help him out.
Folks who leave their cars parked on those plow routes risk getting towed. But there were plenty of snowy hassles elsewhere, too.
They gave us an alert that it'll be about an hour for a delay, and then another hour after that, and then another hour after that. So it's been a little bit crazy.
At MSP, heavy bands of snow forced the shutdown of all runways between 1:45 and 4 in the afternoon. While plows got to work, up to 80 flights were canceled and 130 were delayed.
You might have had some planes that couldn't land here, which would have been the next outbound flight. So then you have that ripple effect that you have not only the flight that was canceled, but also the next flight. So certainly the airlines have to put that puzzle back together to try and get their operations back on track.
Some passengers packing their patience and forced to wait.
Got the text saying your flight was canceled, you rebooked for 8 o'clock tonight.
Back along Grand Avenue, a small victory. Bunce and his friend getting the job done.
This is the first year I've had a car at all, so kind of new to the experience, but I think it's all part of being a Minnesotan.
Finally tonight, let's head out to the Big Island of Hawaii, where they remain on alert as the world's largest active volcano continues erupting after nearly 40 years of silence. The lava and steam spewing from Mauna Loa volcano on Hawaii, not threatening any communities, but the Big Island was told to be ready. ABC News' Morgan Norwood has more.
For the first time in nearly 40 years, Hawaii's Mauna Loa roaring back to life. Streams of red lava gushing down the volcano.
We're way overdue. We were way overdue for a Mauna Loa eruption.
These thermal videos showing the incredible moment of eruption. Overnight, officials spotting 2 new lava flows ripping downhill.
The lava flow has traveled down the slopes of Mauna Loa and crossed the Mauna Loa Observatory access road.
Even though lava is not a threat to communities downhill, shelters are opening as a precaution. Several flights onto the Big Island have been canceled, and environmental experts warn of low air quality in VOG, or smog-containing volcanic dust.
We've asked all of our residents to review the volcano preparedness plans, and it will definitely be weeks before it would be moving into any populated areas.
It is nuts.
Mauna Loa, the world's largest active volcano, covers half of the Big Island of Hawaii, home to nearly 200,000 people. It's a popular tourist spot, but in October, elevated seismic activity caused Volcanoes National Park to close the area near the summit for safety reasons. As the lava continues to flow, officials say time will tell them what should happen next.
We'll just watch it very, very carefully.
Initial eruptions are typically the heaviest, so scientists are predicting that lava flow will now likely ease. The governor stressing that Hawaii remains open for business. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now that you're up to date with the weather here in West Michigan and around the country, there's always more to be found at 13onyourside.com or by downloading the 13 on Your Side news and weather apps. But for now, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.